From California to India, street performers make their living entertaining tourists and locals. One thing they all have in common is that they compete for your attention and seek for the finest methods to entertain you. Here is the list of the top 20 street performers who will amaze you. The Human Transformer. The Transformer usually sets up shop on Main Street just north of Liberty Street on a somewhat level area of brick. The front-wheel drive equipment revolves roughly 3 to 4 times a minute around the tip bucket. Jocelyn Page's talk. He spent around $700 building this completely wonderful suit which can go on 4 wheels around the road and split into 2 legs. It's a very artistic effort. She began as a fire performer who whirled flames on bats on the streets and fell in love with her spectacular suits. Roman Emperor. Duncan Meadows is a British actor and street performer best known for his role as executioner in the Royal Opera House's production of Salome. The actor frequently worked as a street performer in London's bustling Covent Garden, painting himself silver and dressing up as a self-created centurion. Sir David McVicar and the then future director of Salomon at the adjacent Royal Opera House noticed him when acting like this in 2007. McVicar believed that he would be a natural fit for the executioner part, which required moments of silence as well as the ability to captivate an audience. Daniel Menendez. He has enthralled audiences across the world with his unique performance known as the piano juggler. He has developed a system that enables him to perform music in combination with a fast-fire comedy juggling routine, from Beethoven to modern stories on a synthesizer as he plays. Daniel has won several juggling prizes, including the City of Sydney, the Street Performer Competition in Australia, and the International Jugglers Championship. He got the pleasure to perform for former President and Mrs. Bush at the Ford Theater in Washington, D.C. David Blaine. Many magicians, including the world-famous Criss Angel, performed a few of his tricks in which he levitates one of his accomplishments. He has played numerous naked eye feats that he cannot grasp, including the world-famous levitation effect, the persistence of 7 days of being buried alive without food or water, or impress the audience's card on his thorn. When he was featured in a street magic show in 1997, he provided a different light to magic. Vils. Portuguese-born Alexandra Farto, alter ego Vils, is an incredibly and multi-talented street artist. Vils physically scratches off the surface of buildings to produce his creations using equipment such as a power drill, chisel, and other forms of paint. His spectacular viral film, in which tiny explosives triggered off a chain reaction that carved the picture into the wall, catapulted him to international fame. He was one of 11 artists selected by U2 to produce music videos for their album Films of Innocence in 2014. So yeah, he's a street performer. Pipe Man. You may often watch street performers singing violins and other recognizable instruments with percussion guitars. However, sometimes you walk by and you don't notice the boys, but not because of the sound that it's unusual for us to remind us that music is of a club, but because of the genuine pipes. You will not miss a person playing the pipe. Water pipes cry loudly. We're surprised that this person has opted to utilize these everyday things as a tool. Now, without a DJ console, you know how to make electronic noise. Sit back, get a chilled drink, and be amazed by our very thrilling top 10 numbers, beginning with the Ring Man. Isaac Hu elegantly swims and swirls on a Sire wheel in Taiwan's alleys and abandoned buildings. Fan videos of his performances as a local street performer, juggler, and circus-style acrobat have gone viral previously, but this short from Kuma Films truly displays the New Jersey native's fast-spinning skills, especially in the slow-motion views. The 37-year-old Taiwanese-American is master of the metal Sire wheel, whirling himself around inside the ring while spread out. One ring to astound them all. Trash Can Drummers. The smoke that comes out of the bucket in the center is a mega cool performance on the open-air floors between buildings and passing trams. Looks amazing, and you don't start wondering whence it came. It's on fire. Wait for the trash can. John Bonham is one of the finest drummers of rock and roll ever. I'm convinced that these artists belong to great creativity credits. What a fantastic concept to attract footballers. Dancing on the piano. In the center of the street, we have a large digital piano with a couple of nice dancers or musicians. We're sorry they've been so confused, or they play it. Call them musicians or anything when you hear them street performers. Play the Pink Panthers tune before the audience without using your hands. You play with your feet, literally. You probably need a big musical chair, a plethora of skills, and a tiny foot size to accomplish so that you don't touch two keys simultaneously. On to Peter SPATINA. You know, the sort of wine or beer you drink is fantastic. Peter was born as the son of a farmer in the Czech Republic. He mastered the accordion and the piano when he was young before. He began to study a fairly unique musical instrument, the glass harp. Peter uses the glass harp to create and perform his tunes, performing for almost 20 years. It generated a unique performance that we couldn't believe in when we watched this huge street show. Alice Phoebe Lou. Alice is without question the queen on the search scene in Berlin. She's been emerging long past with 5 concerts in late 2016 and early 2017 held in the Berlin Planetarium within a few months. Yet the street continues to be her preferred venue. Wherever her golden song comes from South Africa, she draws enormous crowds performing soulful, sweet, and consoling music that has attracted worldwide listeners and won the outstanding international attention. Her beautiful voice matures beyond her years and is strong on stage. Titan the Robot. Titan the Robot is the best in family entertainment and famous all over the world. He loves his comedic antiquities for youngsters as much as adults. Around the Robot, audio clips with iconic words from films are pre-recorded. He can alter his speech in virtually every language. He's also doing song snippets. He genuinely interacts with the crowd, jokes, and has several cheeky techniques like water squirting. In downtown LA or any large city, you may easily see a street performer's giant. Caesar. This amazing street performer makes binding jazz, funk, hip-hop, and dance music, which is highlighted by the deep blowing of his brass tool. Caesar, a native of Paris, uses a loop station and drum machine to expertly combine traditional acoustic sounds with live electronic music. He studied classical music at the Paris Conservatory before traveling the world and settling in Berlin. His improvisational and intuitive live street presentations generally culminate in a euphoric dancing sequence. TRAORE. He's a Guinean footballer and freestyler who got talent and 3 Guinness World Records. He's now based in Paris, where he appears in television series, reality shows, music videos, and commercials. TRAORE began his career as a goalkeeper at his hometown, Cabaya, Guinea. After his father returned from Europe, he opted to go to Conakry, Guinea to study, and it was there he found his love for football. In Conakry, he joined the football team Ibrahim FC, where he won several medals. Michael Jackson lookalike. The King of Pop died in 2009, and you would not know this if you found this idol on the street, but oh boy, do we have a surprise for you. This Michael Jackson lookalike captures the very essence of Michael Jackson with his black attire, his cap, and white socks. As the late Michael Jackson did in his glory days, this performer dances on the beat to Billie Jean. His energy is absorbed by the crowd, and you can give him money and he'll dance to it like the King of Pop, but let's be honest, no one can do it like the King. MURRUGUN the Mystic. A sword-swallowing event, MURRUGUN the Mystic, a 50-year-old San, opened and announced down his skirt without a scratch. Then he hung up quickly into his mouth a roughly 2-foot sword. He's an actor renowned for the Wonders Museum, Mannequin's House, and Kung Fu Theater Horror. He's also known as an actor. Its value is $2 million. Born as Scott Nelson on the 14th of July 1964, in the film Enter the Peep Show, he received an AVN Award in 2011. Genie in Aladdin. If you're walking down the street in Europe, you could be lucky enough to see this magically levitating Aladdin character. He has a sophisticated royal blue genius outfit that appears to float on sleek silk-covered platform from a gold light. So how does this illusion work? Is this mystical trick more than just other levitating road performers? So how does the illusion work? The artist's dress conceals several linked rods in metal fastened to a firm base and hides the supporting solid frame. The Invisible Man. But first, do us a favor, click the like button to inspire us, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell so you don't miss any interesting videos. We have no idea how this individual was able to achieve such obscurity. Perhaps he donned Larry Potter's invisibility cloak without reading the directions. To be honest, it's unclear why his clothes are still visible, but you immediately notice the contrast between the color of the shirt and the head, which is practically invisible. And you can even shake the hand of this mysterious and invisible person. But he never gets up for some reason. Perhaps it's all about the legs. Jolly Rotten. He believes he has no home city because he's always a busker who travels. His feet and legs and the pants are like that. He sat in the backpack and saw the black mesh close to the top of the backpack. The recorder plays with one of his real hands. On the other hand, the dummy consists of wood and is stitched to the recorder and is his other right arm, in the dummy tugging the strings of his head and fake arm, which are the bracelet holding the recorder. On to Ed China. This guy is a jack of all trades as a television host, mechanic, inventor, company owner, and world record holder. However, you can call him Ed. Ed, for more than half his life, China has been working on crazy vehicles and ideas. These strange automobiles are the only legal couch in the world and the fastest furniture on the planet at 140 kilometers an hour. You could even grab a driving dinner without having to step off the chair. The street presenter has an excessive imagination. So there you have it. Which performer amazed you the most? Have you ever seen any of them on the street? Let us know in the comments section. Like always, if you enjoyed, be sure to give us a big thumbs up and leave us some love in the comments section. To keep up to date with all of our awesome videos, be sure to hit subscribe and turn on your notifications so you never miss a thing. Until next time, do take good care of yourself.